Makeup Fiends and welcome to 13 Days of Horror. Today I'm just going to do a little sort of impromptu sort of talky video, and I'm also going to have a go at put a bit of makeup on to look like I've got a bruise. I haven't actually tried it before, so again it's just me messing about really. I was going to do a full-on tutorial tonight, but I'm actually not very well today. I was fine when I got up, and then around mid-morning I started to get a really sore throat and an earache. It just feels like I've got razor blades in my throat, so I'm not feeling very well. So I just thought I'd have a bit of a chat really. Yeah. So I wanted to talk first about the Halloween tag, which I haven't actually done, and I wanted to explain why I haven't done that, because as you all know I love Halloween and all things Halloween and horror related, and I love Halloween decorations. In fact, I've got a couple of the signs of the words and I intend on keeping them up because I absolutely love them. Maybe the Halloween one, haven't quite decided yet because I just love horror films. I love the Halloween horror films, but I haven't done the Halloween tag because a lot of the questions within that tag I can't answer, because as a child my mum and dad didn't take me trick-or-treating, and I never went trick-or-treating with my friends because I never went out and played on the streets like a lot of children do. I was just a huge sort of nerdy bookworm, and I used to like to sit at home, and you know, this is probably going to sound very, very sad, but I like to sit at home in the warmth of the house, and I like to sit and read, and I like to write, and writing was something I was massively passionate about doing. So that's how I spent my time. I wasn't bothered about going out and wandering the streets. I was just more happy to be sitting at home with pen and paper. So I didn't go out trick-or-treating. Really back then when I was little, making it sound like I'm ancient, and I'm not, but there wasn't a lot of Halloween parties really, certainly not Halloween parties for children to go to, so I didn't really get dressed up at all over Halloween when I was younger, which is a shame because, as you know, I really love Halloween. But when I had Tony I did start to be able to do that, because I'd always wanted to do that as a child, and I think that sometimes when you have children it's nice if you haven't had something in your childhood for you to be able to give it to your child in theirs. So I wanted to talk about one of my early memories of Halloween with Tony. I think she was around 3 or 4, and I actually got her a costume from Asda. Now October in the UK is quite chilly. It's actually really quite cold tonight, and so you will know that you can't really go out in your flimsy witches outfits because it is cold. It kind of ruins it a little bit because you have to put coats on over your costumes. But I actually found a costume at Asda, and it was a very thick woolly sort of cat costume. It was a really thick sort of fluffy sort of fleecy material, and it was all black, and then it had fur, lilac fur around the ankles and the wrists and the neck, and then it had a bell hanging, and it had this tail hanging, and it was just gorgeous, and it came with ears that you put on. I didn't put the ears on, it was actually quite cold, so what we did was we put on clothes underneath it, then she put that on top, she put on some wellies, and then she had a hat which was a cat, and I've still got it, it's in the loft. It's a black fleecy hat, and it's got a cat's face on and ears, and she put that on top, so she was nice and warm, and she had gloves on. And I just took her trick-or-treating just along where I lived, so I went to my mum and dad's, went to their neighbours, went to my neighbours, went to a lady up the street who is a local church lady and does the Avon. We went there, and just to a few people who we knew in the street, and she trick-or-treated within those few people really. I think I only did it about 2 years, but it was just nice to have that experience with her, and I know that she enjoyed that very much. The school always did Halloween parties, which is really quite nice. It's not something that my school ever did. They didn't have a Halloween party, but Tony's school always had a Halloween party every year, which was really nice, and they would, like, you know, everybody would take something to eat in, and the children would get dressed up, and it was a nice experience. I loved to see her getting dressed up for Halloween. She would get a different costume every year, and I really enjoyed engaging in that whole big Halloween thing because it was exciting for me. The other thing very much about Halloween is Tony's birthday is in October, as you know, and for her birthday I would always do a Halloween themed birthday party. I would decorate the whole house. One of my favourite years most likely is the year that I just literally did do the whole house, and the bathroom was my favourite room, which is going to sound bizarre, but I got these stickers that you put on mirrors and windows, and there were bloody handprints and splashes of blood, and then I got a blow up spider and a blow up skeleton. So I put this massive blow-up spider in the bath and then this huge blow-up skeleton hanging over the top of like the shower cubicle, like hanging like literally over the top, and then all the bloody handprints in the shower and all over the bath and, you know, everywhere, and on the mirror, and it just looked like this skeleton had this epic fight with this huge spider that was in the bath, and it just looked really, really good. I had things hung everywhere within the house, and it just looked totally amazing. And I got dressed up in the same costume as Tony, because Asda did a range of costumes where they did the children's costumes, then they did adult ones to match. So me and Tony had matching witches costumes on, and it really stands out for me. I really enjoyed doing those parties. I did those from probably around the age 5 until she was 10. I did 5 years of those, and then the last one was a Hollywood themed party, and then she moved on to senior schools, and then we didn't do the big party thing then. For the last party that we did, we had a sleepover, and that was the Hollywood themed party. But my favourite parties were definitely the Halloween parties, because it was just so much fun decorating the house, all the spooky things. One of the best games that I ever did as well, which was hugely popular and had to play it over and over, I got these huge inflatable pumpkins, and they're pumpkin cushions, so they were just round, and they were, you know, not really very thick, but I got about, I think there was 8 girls came to the party, so I got 8 of these pumpkin cushions. I think they were £1 or £1.50 at Asda, so they were, you know, they weren't expensive. Blew them all up, put them on the floor, and basically it was musical pumpkins. So it's just like musical chairs. You took a pumpkin away every time until you got your winner, and the children just wanted to play that game over and over and over. It was like they just absolutely loved that game, and that's it. You know, it's a memory for me. I've always kind of made something of Halloween. Get a pumpkin every year and carve it and put a tea light in it. We don't do any major sort of traditions. I think that the UK doesn't do that quite so much as America. I love to see like all the kind of trick-or-treating they do, and the decorating of the houses. I just think it's totally amazing, so engaging. Halloween customs, and I'd like to know what Halloween customs you engage in. If you want to put those in the comments below. What does your country do? Because I'm so fascinated with what other countries do at Halloween. Do they celebrate it? How do they celebrate it? What do you do? Because I think it's great, and it's really great this year to see so much more in the shops for Halloween. There's just loads of stuff, and I've noticed a lot of houses are decorating a lot more now in the windows, so people have got like these plastic things hanging in the window with pictures of vampires and skeletons and stuff on, and I think it's really cool. I really love it. So yeah, so I thought we'd chat about that. I was thinking about reading something to you that I wrote, but I wasn't too sure. I think I got a bit nervous about it, and I didn't think that the piece I had was really good enough to be read out loud anyway and shared with you. But hopefully I will definitely share some of my writing with you in the future. Yes, so now I'm going to have a little go at using some eyeshadows to try and create a bruised effect. I really don't know how this is going to work. It's total experiment, but we'll see. So this is the Sleek Ultra Mattes version 2, which is the dark colours. And I'm just going to use this brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to put it in the black and the dark blue, and I think we'll go for a black eye possibly. So, wow, nervous. I'm going to do under here in the natural bag of the eye first, because if you've had a thump in the eye, you do naturally discolour around the eye area. And I'm just dabbing it on. I don't really want to blend it, just want to kind of dab those colours together. And take it up onto the bone there. And I'm going to take a bit under this eye, because Sonia got a bump at school once. Literally, she just went black all down that area there and underneath the eyes. Sorry about that. Had to turn the bath off. Okay. Right, I don't know how that looks to you. It's a bit... It actually, in person, actually looks pretty accurate. I've put some green in there and some dark blue. And a bit of purple. And then I think I'll just make the eye look a little bit sort of bloodshot, as if I have been thumped in the eye. So I'm going to get an accent brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to use the red from the Stargazer palette. And I'm going to go very close to the eye and the lower lash line. So that just makes the eye look a little bit sore and red. Now, I'll add a little bit of blood. Tip it that way. I'm going to take some more red shadow and I'm just going to put that around the nose area. So it's just on the edge of my nostril there. That's pretty. The blood's very strange. It's seriously, I could probably do better with strawberry jam. But you know, what do you expect for a pound from Wilkinson's, really? Right, so, I don't know, what do you think? just going to contour a little bit here, just to make my cheeks look a bit sort of sunken in. There you go. Do I look like I've been in a fight? Looks kind of, yeah, fresh dead. Yeah, just a couple of hours. Still got some colour. I could actually get rid of some of that colour. I'm gonna have a go with this powder, Claire's. It's very powdery. Oh. Oh well. There you go. Freshly dead. So, I hope you've enjoyed this chatty sort of attempt at a tutorial sort of video. It's not really a tutorial, it's just messing about with makeup really. But you know, there you go. I wanted to have a go and see if I could do sort of bruises. It didn't turn out too bad. It's got nice coloration to it. So yeah, and that's just using matte eyeshadows, a little bit of fake blood and some white face powder, and it doesn't look too bad. So anyway, tomorrow, don't know what I'll be doing, try and do a better tutorial for you tomorrow. This is just messing about with makeup. Tomorrow I'll try and do something much better for you than how this has turned out. Like I say, not feeling great, so that's the reason I haven't done that tonight, so I'm really sorry about that, but I hope you've enjoyed tonight's video anyway, just a bit of a chatty video really. Thank you very much for watching. I love you all, leave you and see you all soon. Bye. Right, so I decided to add a wig actually. I had a look at it. I quite like how it looks. Now, I haven't got any talc, but I did want to put like white in my hair, so just going to use a dry shampoo to just that whiteness. So if you haven't got talc, dry shampoo would do the job just as good, because as you can see, there's now a white cast on the wig. I think
Brains,
I need...
biscuit, brains, biscuits.
It's Zombie Millie! Coming to get you! Brains!
What did I just do that you ran away?
Yeah.
Brains!
I actually think that the wig really finishes the look off. It looks a lot more of a finished look with that on. So I am now a zombie. I think you can't do zombies. But there you go, that's it. That's the finished article with the wig, the £3 Primark wig. Dry shampoo, which I already owned. £1 on fake blood, and makeup I already had. Oh, and some white powder, but you could use white eyeshadow to get the same sort of ashy effect on the skin without even having to put too much on, like not having to put face paints and stuff on. Just totally just whiten, well not even totally whiten the skin, just like giving it a grey sort of ashy look.
It's for £1 as well.
Yes, Tony says blood for £1, wig for £3. This look cost £4, and then all you need to do is get some old clothes and tear some holes in and put some of this fake blood on, and hey presto, you're the living dead. A zombie girl. Cool. So I hope you've enjoyed.